Welcome, my friends, to episode 2 of the Midnight Workshops. If you missed the first episode, it was a basic introduction to the whole series, and I put in there the reason why I'm doing this, so that we can assist each other, we can teach each other in the best way possible. In this episode, I want to focus more on what is a film director. I know at the end of the first episode we did define it, gave a definition from Wikipedia that says that a film director is responsible for overseeing every creative aspect of a film. They develop a vision for the film. They decide how it should look, what tone it should have, and what an audience experience, or what an audience should gain from the cinematic experience. He or she is, in short, the storyteller. It takes the story from paper through to making it visual, through the moving images, or the motion picture as it is called. And as you have seen from the definition, it says he or she, which means a director can be male or female. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's just so random. It's just being thrown there. But I guess what I'm trying to say is women can be, or are, most of them, or some of them, brilliant directors. But there isn't so many of female directors, so you are highly encouraged, if you're watching this video and you are a lady, to create your first film and direct it yourself. So that's the definition of a film director. But basically, a film director is, in as much as it looks like it's the most glamorous job that one can have on a film set, excluding, of course, the key cast, I think it is the most stressful too, because the film director gets to decide on everything, on every creative aspect of the film. The film director must decide what costumes or what wardrobe is appropriate for the actors. The director must approve the locations where the film is to be set. The director must make sure that the performance of the actors is tops in the film. The director must ensure that the film is edited properly. So the director is involved with the project basically from start to when everybody else has packed their bags and gone back home, and the DOP has collected all his lights and has left the set. The director remains behind, through to the editing, to the post-production, through to sound design, through to music composing for the film, through to color grading, through to watching the very first cut of the film. The director has to stick around and go through all that process. So really, a film director's job is enormous, and this is why movies are sort of are called or named after their directors. A film by a Mr. B film, a film by Mr. B, what have you. So however, now let's talk about types of directors. There are 3 main types of directors. There is the technical director. Technical director is a director who's sort of inclined towards the the technical aspects of the film. Basically, the camera is more focused on the lighting and how the film should technically look, and he tends to spend more time with the DOP, with the soundman, with the crew, and maybe not totally no time with actors, but maybe a little time, because he's too passionate and too involved with the technical aspects of the film. This is, of course, very difficult to actually pick up on set. So here I'm talking about an inclination that this particular director is inclined towards more technical, aspects of the film. And then another type of a director would be the performance director. This kind of a director focuses, most of their attention on the performance. So he spends more time with the actors and really tries to make sure that the actors deliver a believable performance, So even on set, he worries more about the performance. And then obviously, if you're going to be that type of a director, maybe then you should consider surrounding yourself with a very passionate cinematographer and a very well-vexed or well-educated cinematographer. And director of photography, as some might choose. There's always been that issue whether is the director of photography the same person as the cinematographer. Is it one and the same thing? Most people say it's the same thing, but I can assure you it is totally different. But that's another debate, for another time. So as a performance director who spends most of his time with the actors, looking at the performance. And then the last director is maybe say a new director or an emerging director. This is someone who has just gotten a shot at directing, or is a new directors normally they are inexperienced. They are either coming from another department from a film, or they've been doing something totally different. Maybe you've been a production accountant, or maybe you've been a script writer, or maybe you've been an actor even, and then I've just decided that it's time for you to direct your first film. Well, the tip and advice that I have for a new director is obviously surround yourself with educated, or technically clued up crew, your directors, your partners, your key partners, which maybe we're going to discuss that in episode 3. Then all these people that you can rely on as a director, make sure that those people are highly experienced individuals. From your cinematographer, your DOP, your sound engineer, make sure you've got a qualified sound engineer. And I don't need to emphasize this, but these two guys, your cinematographer and your sound recordist or your sound engineer on set, must really know their job, because a film is 50% picture and is 50% sound. So you don't want to miss any aspect of that. You don't want a good picture with poor sound, neither do you want brilliant sound with a poor picture. So make sure at least those two guys are fully covered, and you are covered yourself. So I think we can end it there. Remember these midnight workshops, as I call them, just to give you more insight, and they are really designed for somebody who is entering sort of the film industry. But if you're already a filmmaker, you be watching them for entertainment purposes or for sort of reminding yourself, I don't know, whatever. But the whole point is to get somebody started and sort of have an understanding, of what filmmaking is, particularly the world of directing, because these midnight workshops are geared towards directing. So do keep in touch. We're gonna meet on episode 3 again. For now, if you think we're going somewhere together, just subscribe to this video channel so that you get a notification once the next episode has been uploaded. Or you can follow me on Twitter, Twitter handle, everything you can see. Yeah. So let's meet in episode 3.